Welcome to the Nursing Podcast from nursing.com. We are continuing on with our special 3-part interview, John Hawes interviewing Merce Clyde, and we are jumping right back in. Here is part 2.
You know, and there were points, even 3-4 days after a shift, where I'm still, even years after a shift now. Like, I remember patients from 7 years ago. Still, and I'm like, it. And there's a difference, I think, right, in caring versus absorbing the pain the hurt, and the suffering. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
No, but what you're saying.
Like, I care about those people, but also I need to be able to care for me. And make sure I'm okay.
You have to care for you, because I always say, if you're not good, I'll tell people, if I'm not good, nobody else is good.
It's like the airplane, right? Put your oxygen on first.
Put your oxygen on first. You know, strap your life vest on first, then help your child. Don't get me wrong. You want to help your child, and you're going to help your kid. But if I'm drowning,
I can't help anybody.
I can't help anybody.
I think there's probably two, right? Like it's because you see it both ways. Those that burn out and leave nursing, or those that like emotionally burn out and stay in nursing.
They harden,
and you can see them, the way they communicate and take care of patients and do things. It's like, it's another number. It's a number. It's room 23, and I don't care.
Yeah, and you have to find that balance, because there is a balance where, you know, like you said, you're caring, you're doing what you need to do, but you're also taking care of yourself in the fact that, you know, you're going to remember things. They're going to be patients that you remember for the rest of your life, because it's just going to be that impactful. But that's something that you can grow off of. Empathy should never be a hindrance. You know, it shouldn't be harmful. Empathy is a beautiful human trait.
And again, that's probably what brought most of us into it. There's before you go into nursing, you know you're going to wipe butts. You know you're going to work 12 hours. You know you're not going to get paid enough for it. You know the politics of a hospital, but you do it anyway, and that's the empathy coming out.
You do it because you know that you're going to make a difference with somebody.
Somebody somewhere.
You'd be surprised how many times I've just, as simple as offered a juice to someone.
Right.
And I feel, and for them,
it's the world.
It's the world. Because maybe I'll sneak some ice chips or just take a quick sip. You know, they're NPO, they shouldn't be. Right. But, I mean,
a little suave.
Here you go. Yeah. You know, because, you know, it's the little things, and you can say, okay, how can I change? Okay, maybe I can't necessarily do something about this disease process right now, you know, but what can I do to make you feel just a little better?
Sure.
You know, take your mind off of your troubles,
and
even just for 12 hours.
Yeah, just showing them that there was one patient, and she had just had she had some chest tubes removed, but the chest tube placement had been so wrong that it caused some tremendous, and I couldn't find anything wrong. The whole night I'm in there trying to find out what's going on, giving her payments, calling the docs, getting her more payments, and she said the next morning, she said, you were like an angel in the room, because you didn't fix anything, but you were there and you were trying, and you knew I was uncomfortable and trying to help. And it's just those little
people just want to know that you're attentive.
I'm not a number. I'm not a patient in bed.
When I walk in, I'm having some conversation with you. Right. You know, when I want to get to know you. I want to know, you know, I want to know your name. I want to know your husband's name. Right. You know, I want to know your how many kids you have, because those things are who you are, you know? And so that goes again to not treating them like a number, not treating them like a diagnosis. You know, they're a person. And I feel like as long as we nurse people, and not numbers or diseases, then, and people know. I mean, I don't care what you say. Even patients who are confused and maybe they have an altered level of consciousness, they know when someone is being genuine.
Or just turn them.
Or just, people know. And I've had people tell me, I've had patients that I've taken care of, maybe someone else had them for a few days, and they tell me, I don't want this person back. Right. No, the care was not terrible. But they're so cold, or
like a piece of meat in a bed.
And just those little touches that you can do I sing to my patients. You know, I'm always singing anyway.
Christmas songs, or
not yet, not yet. I'm trying to stay. 1st. I'm trying to stave it off until November. But you know, I will. Oftentimes, I'm always humming something, and you know, I'll sing and I dance. And that just brightens their day.
Right.
And I'm just doing me.
Right.
I'm not trying to put on a show for you.
Right.
It's just my normal day. I like to dance. I like to sing, and I'm going to do it. And patients enjoy that because it gives them a break from their troubles. I'm on room air.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I'm on room air right now.
I'm good.
And so, even my woes, because, people go through things as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nurses are people and we go through things as well. But my woes can wait for a moment.
Yeah.
I'm here to do a job. And fortunately, it's a job that I love. So I can kind of do it with a little zest.
Yeah.
But, my troubles will be there. If there are troubles there, they'll be there when I leave. But what am I gonna do with them right now?
Exactly.
While I'm at work.
Smart man. I feel like there should be a whole course on this.
There should be.
Like in school, it'd be good, but for new nurses, you spend so much of your time learning how to chart in Epic and learning the protocols of charting and all that. Yeah, we just need to remember to be people,
Be people and keep that idea of why you got into this.
We actually have a core value at nursing.com. Made me think of it. One of our core values is wow through humanization. Mm-hmm. And the whole idea of it is like, that sounds robotic as a core value, but it's like, there's so many companies and things you interact with where it's, you're talking to a bot, it's a company, no one cares. But it's the same in nursing. Like, it's so simple to wow if you just be you. And that's like, we don't tell people how to be human at our company.
No.
It's like, just be you.
Just be yourself.
Just be you. And that goes so, because no one's themselves. No
people
companies
put on.
themselves.
People put on because
they follow the rules or they whatever.
Yeah, and they do what they think you want to see.
Exactly.
They present what they think is most pleasing to whatever situation they're in. And like you said, it's stressful. Mm-hmm. I think it's stressful not to be, I had a nurse tell me, an older nurse, early on when I started. It was, she was mean, but I had her tell me that, maybe you should just tone it down some. There's you can be a bit much. And I was shocked because I was like, well, what do you mean much? I mean, what do you mean? I'm happy? Mm-hmm. Do you mean I'm full of energy? Do you mean because
what is too much?
What is too much? Because I'm respectful.
Right.
I am appropriate.
Right.
I'm competent.
Mm-hmm.
My patients get the best care.
Right.
Nurse leader rounding, they're saying they want me back. Mm-hmm. So what is it?
Mm-hmm.
And once I decided and I spoke with my coworkers, and I saw that this was just an isolated person and this was just maybe their way of nurse bullying or whatever. Right. I completely took it in one ear and stretched it out the other side because, once I realized like, you know what, you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing everything right.
Mm-hmm. So here's what I'm hearing from this. Mm-hmm. We could talk about this for days, weeks. First of all, be human. It's okay to connect with patients. Mm-hmm. By being human. Some of the tips you gave is journaling.
Yes.
Physically or something, get rid of it when you get to the car. Whatever it is.
Don't take it home.
Don't bring it home. Maybe that is physically. Maybe it's keeping your scrubs in the garage and taking them off for you. Something like that. The journaling was good. Sleeping, self-care. And then the last one you just said was don't put too much weight in what other people say about you. If it comes down to something about job performance
and it's a legit concern.
Yeah. But what you did is you went to your coworkers and said, okay, this is what I'm hearing. Is this accurate?
Because I want to
be better.
I want to be better. Right. I'm not so far removed that I can't.
Yeah, no one can help you get better. Yeah. So that's what I hear can help.
Yeah. It's important as new nurses, nursing students, you guys going to transition to this brand new career, this brand new world. I'm telling you, it is so worth it. Everything that you're going through right now, everything that you are sacrificing, that you're pouring into is worth it. Because as long as you, again, keep on the forefront why you wanted to become a nurse and through humanization, all of those things, I'm telling you, it is the most amazing thing that I've done in the decision that I've made going to become a nurse. It's so rewarding. It's the most rewarding thing I've done thus far.
And you and I both, I think I was 30 when I started working on the floor. I think about the same as you.
Yeah.
So I'd had jobs before this, but the job I had before nursing, I was buying golf balls for Academy Sports.
It was a job.
Hated it. Because it's like, good, there's more golf balls in the world.
Yeah.
Who cares? This is so different. It's far more stressful.
Very
Even
stressful.
now on the education side of it, it's still far more stressful. And the weight is real because I know that nurses who learn here are going to take what they learn here and one day take care of me.
And apply it.
And on the care side, it's like, I want to be taken care of by a good nurse. I want to be a good nurse. So, but it's fulfilling. It's rewarding.
I picture someone who I love so much when I take care of somebody. I say, okay, this is my mom. How would I take care of my mom? Or what would I expect my mom to get? That's
actually what did it for me. My second week in nursing school, my grandpa passed away. And he was in Arizona, I was in Illinois. And I thought, this was the thought process I had. I said, there is some nurse sitting there right now with him. It can't be me. So they sure as hell better be a good nurse.
Yep.
And that changed everything for me because I was like, all right, this is someone else's grandpa who's out in Arizona now and I'm in Illinois. What would I want them doing with my grandpa?
Yeah.
It's okay to be human.
It's okay. That's the moral of the story. Yeah. It's okay to be human.
Right.
So glad to have you join us for part 2 today. Please come back for part 3 next week. Thank you for listening to our podcast today. Nursing.com is the trusted learning hub of all future nurses, your secret weapon for passing nursing school with your sanity intact. We want to invite all our listeners to visit us online and take advantage of a special promo offer. Just head over to nursing.com/free. That's nursing.com/FREE. And check out the free resources and other goodies that we have there, just for our podcast listeners. Until next time, go out and be your best self today. And as always, happy nursing.